Am I the butthole for not telling my mate his sister has an OnlyFans? Me 22M, and my mate 22M, have been mates since we were kids and have always been real tight. We're pretty open with each other and there aren't any secrets in our friendship up until now. Not going to lie, he's the golden child of his family and receives a bunch of support from his parents. His sister is female, 21, and she cops it bad. They treat her like crap. Her and I get along well, she's like the annoying little sister, but we're cool and get along. About a month ago I was on because reasons. I came across a profile and clicked on it. Didn't recognize the name or anything, but when I looked at the pics I saw a tattoo I did recognize that belonged to my mate's sister Belle. There were also other identifying features. I crapped myself and instantly clicked off the profile. She's got a fake name on there, but there were a few things that identified her. I never would have clicked on her profile if I'd known it was her, and I wanted to, respect her right to be anonymous on the website. I thought about things for a few days and eventually messaged her the following with the intention of helping her out. Hey, Belle, this is really awkward for me and I hope you understand that I'm coming from a place of concern rather than anything else. I came across your the other day when at first I didn't know it was you. I clicked off once I realized. Just a heads up, I could identify you from your tattoos and other detail, and I'd hate for your anonymity to be compromised if you continue to post since you have a fake name and all. I'd suggest blurring out these features, but if you're not bothered by this then keep doing what you're doing. Just thought I'd touch base to be safe. I hope you're doing well, and again, I hope you understand that I'm just looking out for your safety. See you soon. She replied and was thankful that I pointed that out. She thought her tattoos and other features weren't unique enough to identify her, and she told me that she'll make a change. I saw her a couple days later at a party, and she gave me a hug and things are back to normal. Fast forward, somebody else identified her and had been collecting images from before I messaged her up until now. They sent them to her parents. Nobody knows who this person is, they remained anonymous. Belle's parents ripped into her and my mate went on a huge rant on Facebook, calling her all kinds of names. I didn't comment anything other than, "You need to loosen up, mate," but a lot of our friends are on his side saying that they'd be ashamed if she was their girl. He came over for a few drinks and began to unload on me. I didn't really react and just kept telling him to calm down. He asked why I wasn't so surprised and I shrugged and said that a lot of girls have of now and that it's no big deal. Eventually it came out that I knew. I know I should have kept my mouth shut, but he was suspicious that I kept defending a slut. My mates have booted me out of the group chat now and say that I broke bro code. Edit. Thanks everyone. It's an crap excuse, but I'm a tradie who's grown up around toxicity towards women both at home and at work, so I'm trying to be better than that. It's good to know that I've done the right thing. I'll reach out to Belle tomorrow and see how she's going. Not the butthole. I think you did everything 100% right. Whoever sent her pictures to her parents is a massive butthole though. Original poster replies. Cheers. I've tried to do some digging, Belle asked me to find out who it was, but whoever it was went through some insane measures to stay anonymous. Absolute psycho. I agree with the comment above, and I've got to say, I think you handled this situation wonderfully and you should feel nothing but pride for how you responded to everything. It's unfortunate your friend doesn't feel the same, but honestly, he doesn't really sound like the kind of friend you need in your life if he treats his sister this way. Good job, original poster, and definitely not the butthole. Yeah, I was thinking the same way. I have 2 big brothers and they are the protective kind, as well as traditional. But never did they say anything like that. They expressed their concern when I did some things and they were annoying. I was the wild, only girl, in the family, but they were always respectful. Saying that his sister is a slut and other thing like that and going on Facebook to rant is showing an ugly side of him. Throw him away. An overprotective brother would never call their own sister a slut because all they care about is protecting her. This guy seems to not care at all about his sister. Not the butthole. Original poster, you handled this the way it should be handled, with respect and concern for your friend's sister. I agree with the overprotective brother comment. I could not imagine saying those things about my sister. Again, maybe cause I'm gay, but a while ago we were drinking. She went home with a guy and texted me the next day being like, "Hey, thanks for being cool about that." My response was, 1, you're an adult, and 2, I'd be a hypocrite if I gave you crap over something I do as well. Nope. He seems to only care about his reputation, which is why it's confusing to me that he would make it public. You should stay friends with Belle and ditch those other losers. As someone who does similar work, thank you for being awesome to Belle. It's a risk we just have to live with because yep, there are psychos out there and some people basically make it a hobby to identify and out sex workers. If I were going to make a bet, it was her brother. He doesn't want his parents to know he was on of, and certainly doesn't want them to know he saw his sister's content. I was thinking it was the guy in the friend group that has a crush on his friend's sister and got rejected. Although, her brother makes a lot of sense too. Not the butthole. And to your edit, do touch base with Belle. She is going through a really hard time right now, and it would help her a lot to just hear someone say, hey, I'm in your corner and here if you need to talk. Having a friend when the world seems to be coming down around you can be huge, and for some people, it is the lifeline that can prevent a lot worse. By the way, your bro and his family are huge Oz. This person knew the parents and knew that they would not approve. So to me, it seems like it's someone who is either close to the family, or someone who has a grudge against her. I could be wrong, but I think it is either another family member or close acquaintance. The fact that they did all that research in order to build up a case against her, and put in all that effort, might indicate that it is also personal. Funnily enough, this person also seems to be using of. She was trying to be anonymous, so I doubt she advertised it anywhere. So the person who did this must have come across her randomly when they were on there themselves. Which is ironic because they went to all that trouble to get enough content creator in trouble, when they themselves were using the service. Frankly, Belle's entire family are buttholes. Her parents treating her like crap while doting on her golden child brother, her brother for slut-shaming her and acting like she's a terrible human, and whoever the butthole was who collected all her photos and told her parents. Not the butthole original poster, and please be there for Belle. You acted like a gentleman, everyone else sucks. My sister got a job as a stripper. Some guy she rejected in high school collected evidence about her work and sent it to my mom via FB Messenger on Thanksgiving with a note about how he felt it was important for her to know. A contractor my parents hired had previously outed sis. He saw her high school graduation picture on the wall and asked about her using her fake name and the club's name. Mom and dad were not pleased but had to keep it together in front of company. This became good practice for keeping their feelings locked down when yet another guy my sister turned down in HS, followed by a girl from Sis's cheerleading squad, found mom on social media to tell her about Sis. All of them tried to come across as helpful, but the whole episode would read as more vindictive. Mom would respond with something non-committal, along the lines of what of it? And they would insist they were trying to help, sometimes wanting to know what she planned to do. Crappy and entitled behavior, woman facepalming, woman facepalming. Edit, word. Not the butthole, the same people calling her this and that were the same people looking for porn, neutral face. Thank you for defending her. Yeah, you can bet that original poster's friend is a consumer of smut, just as much as he looks down on the people who make it. What a bloody hypocrite. I was talking to a guy from my D&D group who told me that if he had a daughter who did sex work, he would disown her. I follow him on Twitter and half his replies are him replying to sex workers posting nudes with stuff like "this is my favorite thing to wake up to." Effing hypocrite. He doesn't want his daughter subjected to horrible misogynistic behavior like his own. Uck. Typical dude who believes there is a special breed of women for impure stuff. Yeah. I was getting vibes that he liked me because he came on very strong very fast and I ghosted him real quick after that. I don't think you did anything wrong here. You were defending her right to anonymity, and she was outed to her family and your circle of friends. And F this bro code bullcrap, that's for children. Not the butthole. Edit, very nice of you, Reddit stranger, to give an award. Many thanks. Original poster replies. Cheers, mate. Sometimes I wonder if I'm a bit too soft, but this seems to be the general opinion. It's good to know. Treating someone's sister nicely and not sexually objectifying her sounds pretty bro code Y to me. I was just thinking that original poster trying to look out for his friend's sister's safety sounds like pretty much the textbook definition of bro code. The bro code is pretty much just about reinforcing toxic behavior. You're thinking of just being a bro, which is what original poster was doing pretty well. Right? We should make a new bro code. With blackjack and hookers. And we should respect the hookers if that is the career they've chosen. There's really no such thing as being too soft. You mentioned that you grew up with this toxic masculinity, and it's bullcrap. I'm glad you're seeing past that. You're your own person, and being respectful of someone is just being a decent human being. As a woman, thank you for respecting Belle and her privacy. You did everything right. All your friends are buttholes. I would personally cut them out of my life and find decent friends, but that is entirely up to you. Bro code means telling your mate his girlfriend cheated on him. It means telling them the truth when they're being an asshat. And it means being supportive. This is not the bro code. Not the butthole. Belle as a grown adult has every right to privacy. Just because you're friends with her brother doesn't mean he has a right to know. Whether her would be considered distasteful or not, it is ultimately her choice and her body to do as she pleases without judgment from others. As such, you were right to respectfully let her know that she could be identified but also not to tell her brother, as it really is none of his business. It sucks that he found out, but he has no say over his sister's autonomy, and to call any woman a slut is offensive. Not the butthole. Congratulations on being set free from that group chat. Anyone who calls someone a slut, either for deciding to cash in on a lifetime of idiotic men drooling at them or just for the fact that they're a girl, can be safely ignored in life. Seems quite clear why you wouldn't have told your friend he sounds like a dickhead, quite frankly. It doesn't sound like he or the rest of the family respect his sister, and it doesn't sound like you really respect him or have much reason to. Him going off on FB about it is quite indicative of someone who's had their macho greenhouse view of the world smashed. Let's hope he recovers from this with respect for women. Hey, at least Belle's brother is letting every woman on his Facebook how terrible he is. Not the butthole. Somebody else identified her and had been collecting images from before I messaged her up until now. They sent them to her parents. What an effing butthole. My mates have booted me out of the group chat now and say that I broke bro code. There's no such thing as a bro code, that's just a blanket excuse to engage in misogyny. The brother has absolutely no right to expect to know or judge his sister's private decisions about her body. She is an independent adult, not property. Ultimately, her account wasn't your secret to tell. Not the butthole. You know what? F the bro code. Brothers are generally a bunch of tangs. Stick to being a good man instead. You handled this brilliantly. You should be proud of yourself for it. You found out something that the young lady obviously wanted to remain private and reacted in a way that do you great credit. Many other guys would have tried to exploit the discovery, demanding everything from more explicit photographs to sexual favors in return for maintaining their silence. Others would just have ignored it. Instead, you had the guts and decency to approach her to let her know the situation. That was awesome of you. Pretty much everyone else in these sucks. So many guys are raging hypocrites who see nothing wrong with viewing pornography but look down on the women who feature in it. At least the women have the sense to make some money out of it. Not the butthole. You're a good friend. These people insulting her are hypocrites. Not the butthole. You did everything right. I am actually impressed with how low-key you were. It is not cool that your friend are slut-shaming this girl. I bet if one of the boys had an OnlyFans account and was making good coin off it, that he would be getting high fives and back slaps all day long. Not the butthole. Who in their right mind would ever want to be told that their sibling was doing porn? Also, there's a huge difference between your SO having an of and your sibling having one. People generally see of as having cybersex with customers, aka it's considered cheating in a relationship. As such, you definitely want to know if your SO was doing it behind your back, same as if they were sexting or exchanging nudes with someone else for free. For family members, who they have sex, cyber or physical, with really isn't your business, and you have no right to that information. A lot of our friends are on his side saying that they'd be ashamed if she was their girl. Well, she's not, so their opinion means less than crap on her shoe. If she has a boyfriend, and is using of/doing sex work behind his back, then yeah, that's a bit of an butthole move because relationships need trust and communication. But if she's single, it's absolutely nobody's business what she does with her body, and her brother's friends need to sit down and shut up. You're a good dude, original poster. Not the butthole. Not the butthole, time to get some new friends. What's a tradie? Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to be the first to know about Red Rabbit Reader's new videos. If you like our videos, please like them on YouTube and share them with your friends. We welcome your comments below. Press to start another of our videos.